Hi everybody, thanks for joining us this evening. We'll just have a little bit of chit and chat. I can see people are coming online now at the moment, so we'll just do a little bit of chatting for a couple of minutes, just wait for everybody to log on. I can see that everybody's logging on at the moment, so we'll just give them a minute or two to join us.
I think it's just a good time just to mention that technology isn't our number one strong point.
Absolutely, yeah, much more comfortable walking fire than sitting on a webinar.
And I am indeed a webinar virgin, so this is another first for me.
Yeah, so hopefully the technology won't let us down, but please do bear with us as we go on. Just see a few more people logging on now. That's great. Hi everybody. Hi. Just so that everybody knows, I'm Lottie, and
I'm James.
Well, we'll be doing full introductions for you in a little while, but we're just going to do another minute or so chitty chatty as people are joining us. We're going to see a few more people logging on now.
Can I just take this opportunity to also mention, if you do hear a little dog yap or bark, we're dog sitting at the moment, so apologies for any disturbances you may hear.
Yeah, but I think that's the great thing about these webinars. Actually, it's 8 p.m. in the evening, so we're kicking back a bit. We've got a cup of tea on the go, etc. So I hope that you are comfortable as well. We'll probably be here about 45 minutes. We know that your time is important, and good timekeeping is important to us as well. So do make yourself comfortable, but do also allow yourself the time to focus in on the webinar. So maybe put your phone on silent, get rid of those distractions just for the next 45 minutes if you can.
Perfect. I can see that there's still a couple of people coming on, but I think it's time that we start, Lottie.
That's brilliant. So just to let you know that we will have some time towards the end of the webinar to answer your questions, if you have any questions. So if you think of anything as we're going through, there should be a little red box down bottom right there somewhere on your screen. So type your question in there, and we'll try to get to a few of those at the end. If we run out of time, don't worry, you can just email us through. The email address will come up at the end as well. So any questions that we don't get a chance to cover this evening, don't worry, we will give you that opportunity as well. Cool.
Perfect.
So without further ado, shall we get on with the presentation?
Let's do it, Lottie.
Awesome, awesome. So we're just going to go over to that now. We've just got a few little slides for you to be able to see as we're going. So hopefully they should all be with you now. Wonderful.
Perfect.
So this is what it's all about, physical inspired metaphors, that 3.5 days in October coming up. And hopefully this is what you're going to be finding out all about tonight on the webinar, right? So we've already said that it's myself and James here this evening, and we'll be giving you a bit more information about that in a minute. Also,
so if we, this evening, what we're going to be covering is a lot of the questions that people have basically been asking us over Facebook and social media over the last few weeks while we've been promoting physical inspired metaphors. So a lot of people are saying, what is physical inspired metaphor training? And indeed, what is the course going to be covering?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
This evening, we'd like to answer those questions. We're also going to be discussing the dual certification that people will be gaining by attending this course. And Lottie's favourite,
the venue.
The venue. And we will tell you all about the amazing venue when we get there. What's included?
Yeah, absolutely. As well as the course itself, there's a lot more included in the package with the PIM. So we'll be going through a bit more information about what that involves as well.
And then the amazing competition and an exclusive offer.
Yeah, we really value your time and giving up your time this evening to join us. So we have a very special offer just for people that are listening in on the webinar this evening. So do stay tuned. We won't be nattering on for too long before all the information about that comes up.
And finally, as mentioned, Lottie has already mentioned, at the end of the call this evening, we will be answering questions that you have posted to us throughout the webinar. If we don't get the opportunity to answer all the questions that come through, we will be leaving our contact details for you to be able to email us directly or to give us a call, and we'll be more than happy to answer any personal questions.
Yeah, and it's really important just to say, I think that those emails do come through to either James or I, so it's only us that's going to get it. You can ask whatever you'd like to, and we're more than happy to get back to you. So let's move on. Let me first introduce to you James. So James is going to be telling you a bit more about himself and how the PIM has grown for him.
Perfect. Thanks, Lottie. So for those that don't know me, my name's James Hunt. I first did my first fire walk back in about 2006 at a Unleash the Power Within with Tony Robbins. At that time, I was facing several challenges in my life, and the fire walk really made a huge impact on me and being able to really deal with different situations that I came across. So much so, I carried on with my various trainings. I became a firewalk instructor and now a certified master firewalking instructor. I'm a PIM advanced facilitator trainer. I also studied neuro-linguistic programming, working through practitioner, master practitioner, and I am now a licensed trainer of NLP. I'm a qualified life and executive coach, a hypnotherapist and a trainer. Now, I don't say all this because I want to impress you. I say all this because I want to impress upon you just how much I believe in self-development and the journeys that we're all on within our lives. I really am an advocate of lifelong learning, and every day I like to try and learn something new or to deal with a new challenge, because the challenges, as you know, as people say, they really are our gifts, and we have so many insights and learnings from the things that are happening in our lives. So for me, it's all about the journey and where this is taking me. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell. I'm going to pass you over, and Lottie's going to say a little bit about herself.
Yes, indeed. Hi, everybody. So as you already know, you can see I'm Lottie Moore. I guess for me, you know, I had reached a place at the end of the last decade where I was quite dissatisfied with life and what it was offering me. I felt that there was more to come, and I hadn't really focused in on that. And through that, I took myself off to live in Africa for a little while. And I felt that I had a chance to really nurture and grow myself. And when I came back to the UK, I really wanted to pass those skills on to other people to allow them to do the same. So I am now a certified firewalk instructor and also a PIM facilitator trainer. But how that journey really started for me is that I started an organisation called Wish Women, and really working with individuals to enable them to look beyond their limitations, bringing in a lot of the stuff I had learnt in Africa, particularly from the communities there, as well as doing some more training, coaching and mentoring. I went on to become a multi-award winning entrepreneur and speaker. And I just love the work I do. I just love seeing that transformation in people. I love seeing them walk out of the room 2 inches taller almost than when they walked in. I'm also really passionate about giving back to Africa. I'm the trustee of a charity called Giving Africa, which builds schools. And I do everything I can to support the eradication of poverty. So I'm quite often on a weird and wacky challenge, trying to grow that as well. So that's a little bit more about me and my journey. So what is PIM training? Well, a lot of people are asking that. Obviously, PIM is physical inspired metaphor training. So what it's all about really is growing the leaders of tomorrow.
Absolutely. This is a real hands-on training where I think we really believe that there's a lot of fantastic trainers and presenters out there who talk about some really powerful metaphors, and those metaphors can really make a difference in people's lives. However, there's also the saying that actions speak louder than words. And when you actually physically do something and actually have that physical metaphor, it really gets into your body, your being. It becomes part of you, and it really helps you to really understand all about what that lesson is.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the experience really makes you stand out as being somebody that walks your talk, basically, whether that's in your business or in your own life, all aspects, really. You know, if you've got that hands-on experience, it really enables you to go on and share that with other people.
I think, a lot of people have been asking more about the PIM training, and we wanted to really sort of clarify this point. This isn't a classroom-based training course. If that's what you enjoy doing and that's how you enjoy learning, this is definitely not for you. This course is very much outdoor focused.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be firewalking every night, but lots of other bits and pieces coming up as well. So we'll be outdoors, sometimes getting a little bit mucky. It is October. We're not quite sure what the weather will hold. So it is worth bearing that in mind. We're quite lucky that we have a once-in-a-lifetime dream team for this PIM coming up in October.
Dream team, yeah.
We've got people literally coming from all over the world to enable us to deliver the training that we are. And I think this October, that's probably a one-off, really.
Absolutely. I mean, these are world-class trainers. We've got people, Kevin coming over from California. We've got Stephen coming from Firewalking Ireland International.
Absolutely.
Mark, Lottie, myself, we're all from here in the UK, and we all bring something unique to the table. But one thing that I love about the team is it's the fact that we can, because we are all different, we're all bringing our own unique blend of training and styles to really help with the delegates.
Yeah, and I think we're all there to come alongside you. I think that's the thing, that a highly experienced team, that we're not all about ourselves. We're not about standing up at the front of the room talking about ourselves. Our focus will be you, your growth, your experience, and how you can really put that into action. And I like to call that the 3 I's. But if you want to find out more about that, then you'll just have to come along to the PIM, really, won't you?
Yeah, as Lottie's mentioned, this isn't sort of a training course where people will be presenting from stage. We very much have an open-hearted learning where we tend to do all of our learning based in a circle. And we're learning from you guys just as much as you will learn from us. It's very much a sharing experience for everybody involved.
Yeah, we believe that everybody has something to bring to the table. I think that's the bottom line. So whether you're sitting there thinking at the moment, yes, that's for me, or you might be sitting there thinking, well, what have I got to bring? These guys are out doing this incredible stuff. That's not me. We believe that it's our job to bring you together as a tribe, as a team, to encourage each other and to really open your hearts to each other and to learn from that. Not just learning about the skills, but learning about your personal resources and what you have to offer.
And I think
that then will allow you to take what you learn through to your day-to-day life. I think that's really important, that PIM is experiential, but what you then do with those experiences is the important thing. And so I feel that we're really sowing seeds, creating opportunities for growth and breakthrough for you to take forward, then to bear fruit both in your own lives and those people that you come in contact with.
And I think what's really important to say here is we can guarantee a really safe learning environment for all involved. Regardless, your individual beliefs and values will so much be respected, because we do bring together individuals from all over. And whether you aspire to be the next, huge sellout event organizer, or whether you're currently working in a local factory screwing on toothpaste caps,
Yeah,
for the thing.
absolutely.
This PIM training is really for everybody, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We want to bring together a unique group, and so we're happy to open that invitation to anybody that feels that they're ready, or even maybe feels that they're not ready but is going to give it a go anyway. Go for it. That's what I say, definitely.
So what are we actually going to be covering on the course? So first of all, the main one is firewalking, but it's not just about firewalking. So we are going to be looking and covering all the logistics and preparation. We're going to be covering the fire building and tending aspects, as well as like the cleanup and the safety and legal requirements. But it's so much more than just firewalking, right?
Yeah, I think the PIM kind of splits into two things. So there's one side of things that is going to leave you certified to lead, and the other side is your own experience. So when it comes to the certification to lead, that will include varied activities. So firewalking, as James has already mentioned, and that's probably how you've heard of the PIM. You know, firewalking will be a big focus, but on top of that, you'll also be certified to lead a glass walk, arrow break, rebar bend.
With your throat.
And
the board and concrete slab break, and that's done with the hand.
Yeah.
On top of that, we also have a huge variety of additional physical inspired metaphors activities, which we could go on and list today. However, what fun would that be if you knew exactly what was coming, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a little bit of what happens at PIM stays at PIM has to be borne in mind. There is a book by Tolly Burkan called Extreme Spirituality.
Yeah.
You might want to read that to get an idea of the types of activities that might be taking place. But PIM is slightly different to the other firewalking instruction training courses. So I'm sure that we will have other
unique.
Yes.
Activities. In fact, I think probably the collection of activities we have, you won't find anywhere else on the planet.
No, I think not probably, definitely.
Well,
I think we are you will not find these things grouped together anywhere else in the world.
So moving on, a lot of people have been asking exactly that about the certification.
Yeah, no, there's questions coming through about it at the moment.
Okay, well, we're just about to cover that. Okay, great. So let me just explain. Certification is actually dual. We have 2 certificates for people that come on this training course. You will be made a certified firewalking instructor, and that will actually be signed off and certified by Tolly Burkan himself and the Firewalking Centre.
Yeah.
However, on top of that, you will also be a certified PIM facilitator, which means that when you are going out to visit hotels or different venues, or you're running your own personal training events, you can use obviously the PIM to support you in your marketing. And I
think this is really important for people that do want to go forward and use these activities in their work.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some people that just want to come for personal reasons. That's fine, but you know, for me, I did my firewalk instructor training.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing event to take part in. But then when I tried to get work or use other activities in my work, for instance, I do a lot of arrow breaks. I even have a glass walk in the boot of my car that I take around with me. It was difficult to get our work because people were concentrating on the firewalking and not the other physical metaphors. So to have the PIM facilitator certification really helps just to give gravitas to that, really, I think.
Absolutely. And whether you're using this for huge groups or whether you actually just use it for yourself, for your own personal growth, or indeed your family and friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
The impact can just be absolutely amazing. So
yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely.
We're going to move on to Lottie's favourite part, the venue.
I love this venue. We looked high and low for a venue that would suit all our needs for
Far
the
and wide.
We did. We had a list of boxes that we wanted ticked, and we struggled to find anywhere for a while that would tick all the boxes. But finally we found somewhere. So it's an amazing venue where we have exclusive access. So although it's a big old place, we'll be the only ones there. So that's amazing. We have 10 acres of open grass field and an additional 4 acres of natural woodland. So we're nestled away in the beautiful Buckinghamshire countryside, which is just amazing. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful spot. Within that, we have our own training rooms and a breakout area that's got kitchen facilities, toilet facilities, etc. Everything that we need for any indoor training that we're doing.
Yeah, or just to go and take cover. Should be should we need to go in just for a warm cup of coffee?
Yeah, absolutely. Just to have a nice cup of tea, really. Out on the fields, there's a purpose-built toilet and shower block for delegates' use. That means that, you know, if you're getting mucky feet from your firewalking or whatever, there's all those facilities for you to make use of. We do have the option of camping, which I'll be talking about in a minute. So I think that that's really important that we have that there for you.
Ample safe parking. So whether you're driving because you live in the UK, or indeed you've hired a car because you've flown into London Heathrow Airport or one of the other London airports, then you know that your car is in safe, secured car park.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And we also have that delegates camping area. So it's not obligatory to camp, but if you did want to stay over on the site, then we're offering camping for delegates for you to be able to stay. There's no kitchen facilities for the camping, but that would be fine. There's lots of places to eat all around the area, so I'm sure we'll be going in and out of places to eat as well.
Absolutely. As I've already mentioned, although this venue is in the beautiful countryside in Buckinghamshire, it is actually still less than 30 minutes drive from London Heathrow Airport. So to get access to the venue, it's perfect transportation links, and well, just the ideal venue. Yeah,
just makes it really easy to get to. And of course, if you didn't want to camp, because it's so close to the airport, there's just lots of choice of accommodation, hotels and B&Bs really suit all budgets. And we'll be giving a little bit more information about that in a minute, about how you find out what's where. So what's included on the PIM? Of course, the 3.5 day course is great. But we want to offer you a little bit more than that, really. Absolutely. I guess.
So once you've signed up, before the actual event, you will have your own unique access to the our website and an exclusive members area.
Yes, so we'll be sharing information, for instance, about places you can stay, places to eat, more information about the camping, exact details of the venue, and we'll be adding to those pages over the coming weeks, so that by the time you arrive for the PIM, you're all ready to go. You also get the private Facebook group, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And this is a great place to connect with, you know, what is going to be your tribe, your forward tribe. So yeah, a great place. And also it could be that you want to room share or car share or things like that. So it's a great place to really connect and get to know one another before you even arrive.
Yeah, find out where other people are staying and things like that. If you want to camp, maybe you don't have a tent, it's a place where you can ask questions, and that will be ongoing.
During the training itself, we have restricted this training. We're restricting the numbers, not because for any other reason other than the fact we really want this to be a personal, individual journey for each and every one of you. And the only way we can do that is by keeping it to small numbers. We want to really work with you and make this a personal experience for yourselves. So you're guaranteed you're not going to get lost in a crowd.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then, of course, there's the PIM program itself, which we've been speaking a bit more about already, so we won't dwell on that.
Moving forward, what often happens after similar training courses is that people tend to have various insights happening all the time, and they can happen while you're actually on the training, but they can also happen 3 weeks, 6 weeks down the line. So what we like to do is post PIM is to connect with yourselves maybe 2-3 months after the event, where we can have a really good one-to-one coaching session where we can help you to maybe look at the different areas, any insights that you've had, maybe just help you to understand your learnings and to help you move forward, moving forward.
Yeah, and that Facebook group will keep running as well. So there's that ongoing support and advice. So if you need to ask any questions, then you can pop them up in there. And either your tribe that you've connected with on the course or one of the facilitators will then be able to advise you in the best possible way. And that just keeps that group dynamic going. I'm sure we'll be seeing some get-togethers happening afterwards.
Absolutely.
As well. It's always lovely to see.
I think also, just to mention the website members area, as Lottie's already mentioned, we're going to continually be adding information to that. So after the PIM, we will be posting more and more information on there for resources, so that literally if there's things that you forget or you just need a refresher, all the resources that you need will be on the website, which you will have exclusive.
Or your manual, etc. Yeah. So we're on to the thing that I'm sure has made quite a few people tune in this evening already. A few more details about the competition and your...
That was a drum roll.
Oh, really? And your very exclusive special offer, because we do appreciate you taking your time to join us this evening.
Absolutely.
So the competition, the link is there. If you want to copy and paste that into your browser, we'll leave this slide up for a few minutes. The competition is an opportunity for 2 people to win a discounted place at this year's PIM. In fact, it's not just discounted, it's a third off. That's a huge saving, really.
It is.
So if you're sitting there thinking, I want to come, I want to be a part of this, then I would really encourage you to go and enter that competition. We didn't want to close the competition before the webinar. We thought it was fair to keep it running, to give you guys that chance, really. But because you have taken the time to tune in and join us, we know that you're the type of people that are going to commit and, you know, are really stepping up. So we know then that you're the type of people that we want to be working with as well. So the special offer, whether you're entering the competition or not, you can pay your deposit, just £144 deposit. If you do that this week, we'll pay your VAT for you.
Fantastic. Just to also clarify, this evening's webinar, we mentioned earlier that there are limited spaces on this training.
Yeah.
If everyone on the webinar this evening was to want to come along on the training course, unfortunately, there's a lot of you that would be disappointed because we've got far too many people on this webinar to actually to come on the training course this year or this October. So if you want to guarantee your slot, then if you pay your deposit, you are still entered into the competition, and we'll obviously still hold that open for you.
Yeah, absolutely. You can pay your deposit and enter the competition. If you pay your deposit and then you're a competition winner, we'll honour that for you and give you that third off. So if you want to chance your luck and to be one of the 2 lucky winners, then you can see the URL there for the competition. And you can also see the URL for paying the deposit on the website. So I think we're just going to have a little look at some of the questions that we've had from people. So we'll leave that slide up for a couple of minutes while we're looking at the questions. And then if you want to, you can just copy and paste either one of those URLs or both of them into your browser, and it should take you to where you need to be. So questions, lots of questions.
There's lots of similar questions by the looks of it.
So how about this one here from Paul? It seems a few people are asking the same thing. Hi, Paul. Paul asks, do I need to have already done a firewalk?
And the answer is absolutely not, Paul. Although we do have many people who have done maybe a charity firewalk or indeed a firewalk at somewhere like Unleash the Power Within, you do not need any experience. We often get people who have never done a firewalk in their lives. but they've always been fascinated by firewalking, and it's just, for some people, it's just on their wish list. It's on their, I really want to do a firewalk. They're intrigued.
When I did my training, I'd never done a firewalk when I went along to my training, and I don't think it was even on my wish list. It was just something that I realised that I could either invest in going to someone else's event and having that experience for myself, or I can make a similar investment, go to my training, and then not only did I have the experience for myself, but had skills that I could then pass on to enable other people to have that experience too. So I think that's why I ended up doing it.
And it really is about what it can do for you, and just, well, the impact's just huge. I know I've mentioned it several times, Lottie, but I think coming onto the PIM is it really is like diving into a very calm lake. And once you've jumped into the PIM, it's the ripple effect that we can't answer. We can't tell you how it's going to unfold in your life. All we can say is that we know that after this training, the effect will just keep going and going on and going. And whether that's just, well, not just with yourself, but with yourself, your own journey, with your family, whether it means that you're a better husband, wife, sister, daughter, or whether it means you go on and change communities and, even countries, who knows?
It's just about taking all those experiences, isn't it? It's about taking things to a practical level. So you might have done some NLP, you might have done some hypnotherapy, stuff like that. This is your chance to actually step out and step up, really, I think. A real opportunity to play full out. So
let me do enough work. Okay, so Claire has actually asked, do I need any special equipment?
Good question, Claire. The answer has to be no, I think, really. Obviously, we've already said it's an outdoor course, so you need to have probably clothing and footwear that's appropriate for that. So be prepared for chilly evenings, in October. The course will be ending, about 10:30 most evenings?
10:30 most evenings, yeah.
So when we're fireside, it can be quite hot, but when you're not right next to the fire, October in the UK can get a little bit chilly. So do come prepared for that.
Maybe boots, not flip-flops.
So Lottie may be seen in her flip-flops occasionally. And you might also, if you're camping or something, a tent, a warm sleeping bag. But we'll also have details on the pages on the website about where you can get discounted hire for winter camping stuff as well.
But yeah, overall, you don't need any special equipment. Just bring yourself.
Yeah, basically bring yourself. Absolutely. Okay, maybe got time for one more question.
Yeah, sure.
So we've got Toby here. Toby is asking, will I learn presentation skills on the course?
So Toby, this isn't actually a presentation skill course. So we can put you in touch with some fantastic trainers who are able to deliver presentation skills. However, although we don't directly give you presentation training, what we do is help you to overcome challenges and overcome personal fears. And one of the biggest fears people do have is in public speaking.
Yeah.
So, so indirectly, yes, it will help with your presentation skills because it will help you to step up and to overcome those fears. But it isn't going to be about how to deliver the training. I think that's.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the PIM will undoubtedly give you a big boost of self-confidence and self-esteem. Which you can then inject into your presentations, your public speaking. But if you did want specific training, then we can put you in touch with people that could offer that, really. But no, it's not covered on the PIM. I think we have quite enough to get through, really, in many ways.
Absolutely.
So just a reminder, you can go ahead and enter that competition, copy the URL through. And of course, if you want us to pay your VAT for you, then do pop over to that link right now and just pay your deposit. That's just £144. Quite a small investment, really.
Absolutely.
For such a big.
Yeah, and it really is going to secure your place on this October's PIM.
Well, as long as the first people that get there, basically it will secure. So if it is something you're thinking of, then don't leave it too long. We will hold that offer open till the end of the week, right? Till Sunday.
Absolutely.
But the sooner the better, really, if you're keen to secure your place. So I guess we have to ask, are you ready for the PIM?
We're ready for them.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're sitting there saying, yes, I'm ready, then we are indeed ready for you. We want to make you, help you make it happen for yourself, really. We want to that's why this webinar is here. We're taking our time out to really give you that confidence.
Let it be easy.
Yeah.
So, and the easiest way to join us, well, firstly, why not enter the competition?
Yeah, absolutely. Enter the competition. There's the URL again for that. If you're worried about the money, we know that it is a big investment, but you can email us and with any questions, but also to discuss any payment options that might help you. So the email address is info@firewalking-events.com. And as I think was said earlier, those emails go through to just James and I. So it's only us. You can ask whatever you want. Don't worry about it going to a big team or anything. It is just the two of us.
And if you want to have a personal chat or message, feel free to also text or call us on the mobile number, which is a UK number. And it's 07957 302 499.
Yeah, I think it's really important for us to say that we if you've taken your time out this evening to join us, we'd love to have you on the PIM, right?
Absolutely.
There's nothing better for us than to see people on these courses and to witness their journey and their personal growth. And even people that maybe already consider themselves to be the type of people that go out of their comfort zone and challenge themselves. This is a whole new experience, really.
And I mean, several years, every day I'm having new insights when I go and do more firewalks. Every time I see it, I'm just overwhelmed by the growth that I see in people and the change in state of people from the look of almost fear before they take that step, but you see them taking that step, walking across those hot coals or breaking the arrow or walking over the glass, and to see the change in that person over just a few meters, over a few seconds, and it can impact people's lives forever. So this is no small feat, and you can be a part of this. You can go on and change lives. And whether that's, like I say, whether it's your own life, whether it's your family's life, or whether it's the lives of millions, we would just love you to be a part of it and help you on your journey. Yeah.
So I think we can just come back on briefly now, just to say our goodbyes.
We are here.
We are here. Hello, everybody. So just want to add to that again. If we haven't got to your question this evening, I think we answered the main questions that were coming through.
Sure.
But if you had a question and we didn't get to it, then do email it through info@firewalking-events.com. Apart from that, we've probably blasted you with quite a lot of information.
Yeah, but feel free to get in touch. You've got our email address, you've got our phone numbers.
Yeah. We said right back at the beginning that we're not technological geniuses, but I'm hoping we'll have a recording of this at the end. Yay!
Maybe.
If we do, I'll email you out a copy tomorrow morning, and that will enable you to just, anything you wanted to check, or if you want to look through the presentation in a bit more detail or anything, then that will give you the opportunity just to flick through that video and make sure that we've covered everything that you wanted.
Perfect.
We're just on time.
Yeah.
So
we said 40 minutes. And 40 minutes. Perfect.
So thanks for your time this evening.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it, guys. I mean, time is such a big investment for most people. So thank you.
Yeah, and we look forward to seeing many of you, hopefully, in October.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Bye.